It's Flagler College Baseball from Drysdale Field in beautiful St. Augustine. This afternoon, Game 2 of our doubleheader. And if it's anything like Game 1, we're in for a treat. Fantastic finish in Game 1 as Donovan Garcia drove in the winning run after the Saints have trailed the entire ball game. They get 2 in the ninth to win it 5-4 over Claflin. So they have taken the first 2 games of the series, looking for the sweep here. Glad to have you with us alongside John Jordan. I'm Dave Wenda. Let's look at the lineup first for Claflin. Leading off, the center fielder, number 2, Steve Joyner. Batting second, the shortstop, number 32, Davion Sumter. Batting third, the third baseman, number 15, Gerardrick Dobbs. We'll bring you the rest as they come to the plate. Pitching for the Saints, Nathan Henderson. Henderson making his 7th appearance, his 6th start. He's pitched 13 1/3 innings, given up 12 hits, 15 runs, all of them earned. Walked 18 and struck out 23. His earned run average is 10.13. 2-0 to the leadoff batter, Joyner, now 3 balls and no strikes. Brisk April day, mid-60s here in St. Augustine. Not a cloud in the sky. We had a few wispy clouds to begin the day, but they've burned off. And a strike from Henderson. Fouled back, and the count runs full. Flagler improved to 11-20 overall, 10-15 in the Peach Belt Conference. Claflin dropped to 3-28, 3-25 in the league. Swing and a miss, and Joyner is gone on strikes. 1 gone here in the first. Brings up Davion Sumter, shortstop.
Shortstop, number 32 to Davion Sumter.
Check swing, foul tip. Sumter was 1 for 4 in the opener with the run. He's batting .272. The 0-1, fouled back. 0-2. He has a homer this year, 14 runs batted in. The 0-2 pitch, lays off and takes a ball. One-two is in there for a strike. So the first 2 batters have been retired via the strikeout, and the batter will be Gerardrick Dobbs, third baseman.
Third baseman, number 15, Gerardrick Dobbs.
Fastball outside from Henderson. This one in the dirt. Henderson comes up hopping on one leg after that delivery. And there's a strike. 2-1 pitch is in there, strike two. Henderson's got good stuff. The 2-2 pitch, ground ball for Ward at third. 1, 2, 3 as we head to the bottom of the first.
Center fielder, number 1, Jake Kaufman.
Welcome back, bottom of the first. Leading off, the center fielder, number 1, Jake Kaufman. Pitcher for the Panthers is the right-hander Charles Jackson, making his 11th appearance and 8th start. One ball, one strike to Kaufman. Jackson has pitched 25 2/3 innings, given up 32 hits, 46 runs, 37 of them earned, so 9 unearned runs. He struck out 26, walked 32, and his ERA is 12.97. Two balls and 2 strikes. Jackson wanted that one, and the count is full. And here comes the head coach for the Panthers, James Randall, and he's talking to the home plate umpire. We're not even through an at-bat, and we have a mound visit. Randall was irate in the first game when what looked like the third out of the inning was overturned and became a hit for Kaufman, who coincidentally is at the plate. That scored a run and brought the Saints within 4-3, and it proved instrumental as the Saints got 2 in the ninth. The 3-2 pitch fouled off. Donovan Garcia with the big hit. Or Adam, well, both of them, Garcia and Mitchell, as Kaufman works a leadoff walk. Exchange between the home plate umpire, Rich Behrens, and Coach Randall, saying he doesn't want any complaints about the strike zone. And the batter is Garcia. Garcia was 2 for 4, 2 runs, 2 RBIs, including the game winner. Shows bunt. Kaufman breaks. McCray again, trouble with the exchange, but the throw is in time. Even with that hesitation on the transfer, McCray able to gun down Kaufman, and that is the first time Jake Kaufman has been caught stealing this season. He was a perfect 20 for 20 until just a moment ago. This one inside, and back-to-back walks to lead off the game for Flagler. Batter is Adam Mitchell, the right fielder.
Right fielder, number 14, Adam Mitchell.
Mitchell went 1 for 5 in the first game, but that one was so crucial. Game-winning hit. This one high and outside. Mitchell has his batting average up to .314. And Garcia, who's over at first, has improved his average to .343 with those 2 hits in the opener. The 1-0 is high. Jackson is very wild. He has more walks than innings pitched this season. This one scoots away. It's a wild pitch. Garcia moves into scoring position. 2 balls and no strikes. And there's a strike. 2-1. Make it 3-1. That is outside, and it slips away. Another wild pitch. Second of the at-bat. And Jackson has walked the first 3 Saints he's faced. If it wasn't for the caught stealing, the bases would be loaded. Garcia able to advance from first to third. And the batter is the DH, Ashton Thomas. Thomas hit the ball hard a couple of times in the opener. 2 hits, including a double. And he drove in a run. Looks at a strike. And this one scoots away. And it will score the run. Garcia comes home, and it's 1-0 Saints. Another wild pitch. Still no outs. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike on Thomas. This is outside. The 2-1 pitch swung on and missed. Thomas took a mighty cut at that one. Hit his first home run last night in the opener, an 11-1 Saints win. The 2-2. Struck him out. First out of the inning. And it brings up Chase Carney.
Now batting the left fielder, number 9, Chase Carney.
Check that. It was the second out of the inning. The caught stealing by Kaufman was the first out. Is low. Hitters count for Carney. Comes in hitting .264. 33 hits, 5 doubles. He's not homered. Driven in 14. This one flied into foul territory, and Mackenzie Gay just dropped it. That should have been the third out of the inning. There is a fairly brisk breeze blowing from left to right, but he should have had that one. Two 2-1 pitch, and Jackson pours in a strike. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And he struck him out to end the inning. But the Saints get a run without a hit, and they lead it 1-0. 1-0 Flagler. Top of the second. The batter is Ed Xavier Paul, designated hitter. Came in as a pinch hitter when Nicholas Johnson was injured scoring in the first game. And he was able to walk in his one plate appearance. Strike 3 called. That brings up Quentin Kennard, the second baseman.
Now batting second baseman, number 22, Quentin Kennard.
Kennard batting .247, 19 hits, 2 doubles, 8 RBIs. No pitch is low. Ground ball for Burke. And there are 2 away. Brings up Mackenzie Gay, the first baseman.
Now batting first baseman, number 34, Mackenzie Gay.
Henderson, despite his now 6 starts, but in 5 previous starts, has not figured in the decision very often. He's only 0-1. Big cut and a miss from Gay. Gay batting .246 with 3 homers, 13 runs batted in. And he's behind 0-2. Struck him out on 3 pitches, 1, 2, 3, as Henderson is perfect through 2. Bottom of the second inning for the Saints. And that one skipped in. Matthew Burke is the batter. It will be Burke, Jaden Ward, and Drew Annette. 6, 7, and 8. One 0 pitch is high. Starting to see why Charles Jackson has such an inflated ERA. .32 walks in just 25 2/3 innings pitched, so nearly seven more walks than innings worked. Three and 1 is the count. Now the count runs full. Burke was 0 for 4 in the first game with a run scored. Ground ball to second for Kennard. One gone. Brings up Jaden Ward, the third baseman.
Now batting third baseman, number 8, Jaden Ward.
Ward did not start game one. He came in as a pinch hitter. And went 0 for 1. That one's outside. Now 2-0. Jackson really having a lot of trouble finding the strike zone. He walked the first 3 batters in the first inning. And he's behind here 3-0. He did go on to strike out Thomas and Carney to end the frame. And he walked him on 4 pitches. Batter will be Drew Annette, first baseman.
First baseman, number 10, Drew Annette.
Annette has not played a lot this year. He's batting 118. This is just his 7th appearance. Has 2 hits in 17 at-bats. One of them was a double. Saints still looking for their first hit. They scored a run in the first without the benefit of a base knock. Jackson has gone 3-0 again. There's a strike, and that taking all the way. Strike 2. Our umpires today behind the dish, it's Rich Behrens at first, Mark Morgan at third, Randy Olhausen. And he lost him. The 5th walk of the day issued by Jackson. So runners at first and second with 1 out, and the batter will be the catcher, Tyler Keith. And it appears that Jordan McCray, the catcher, is shaken up. Holding his wrist after that last pitch, and he'll tough it out and stay in the game. There's a strike. And finally, Jackson's ahead of a batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he struck him out. So 2 away, back to the top of the order, and Jake Kaufman. Kaufman walked in the first and was caught stealing.
Now batting center fielder number 1, Jake Claflin.
First time he's been cut down stealing this season. Hard hit, base hit. They'll send the runner. And scoring without a throw is Ward on the RBI base hit from Kaufman. First hit of the game for the Saints. So the batter will be Donovan Garcia. Garcia walked and scored the game's first run in the first inning. Jackson is a sophomore, 6 feet, 174 pounds, from Macon, Georgia. And he's starting to dial things in a little bit. Garcia flies it to right. The wind's going to help that one. It's going to get down in the corner and score 1 run. Here comes Annette. And the Saints are ahead 3-0 on The RBI triple from Garcia, who's red hot.
Now batting right fielder number 14, Adam Mitchell.
Brings up Adam Mitchell, who walked in the first. And check that, it is 4-0, not 3-0. 3 runs in the inning. Two balls and no strikes to Mitchell. Mitchell, the senior from Las Vegas, transfer from the University of Louisiana. The 2-1 pitch. Grounded to third. Gerardrick Dobbs makes the play. The inning is over, but the Saints get 3 more. They lead it 4-0. Top of the third inning, 4-0 Saints. Catcher Jordan McCray is the batter. Henderson already with 4 strikeouts. He's not allowed a base runner. One ball and 2 strikes. Last year as a redshirt junior, Henderson made 4 starts. Was 0-1 with a 1.89 earned run average. As he strikes out McCray to start the third. 5th K of the day.
Now batting left fielder number 14, Christian Carr.
Christian Carr is the batter. Henderson struck out 24 in just 19 innings of work last year, held opponents to a 164 batting average. Ground ball foul down the third base side. Was supposed to be part of a three-man starting rotation that includes Kyle Morton and Colt Mink. And the Flagler coaching staff thought that would be really the strength of this club, was their pitching overall and their starting pitching in particular. So 2 pitches high. It hasn't worked out exactly to plan. Morton has been the best of the bunch with a 4.20 ERA. Mink has struggled to a 7.66 earned run average. And Henderson has an earned run average north of 10. And another strikeout for Henderson.
Now batting right fielder number 23, Eric Sledge.
Batter is the right fielder, Eric Sledge. And Henderson starts him off with a ball. And they'll say he went around. The walks have been really the issue for Henderson. 18 walks and 13 in the third innings, pitch coming in. Opponent's hitting just 235 against him. Now 3-1. And Panthers have their first base runner of the game in the form of Eric Sledge. Back to the top of the order, and Steve Joyner, who struck out to lead off the game.
Number 2, Steve Joyner.
That went up around his head. One ball, one strike. Two balls, two strikes. Runner goes on the 2-2 pitch. And a stolen base for Sledge. Pitch was a ball, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch from Henderson. And he walked him.
Now batting shortstop number 32, Davion Sumter.
Tavion Sumter steps into the box. One pitch fouled back. Saints have a day off tomorrow, and then they're back in action here at Drysdale Field Saturday at 1 o'clock for a doubleheader with UNC Pembroke. And then they wrap up the home schedule with Singleton against the Braves on Sunday, also starting at 1. Blocked by Keith, the runner tries to advance, and he'll get in there. That's a wild pitch for Henderson. Pembroke is very good, just looking ahead to the Braves. Ranked 14th in the latest D2 poll. 27-6. Starting play yesterday, they had a non-league tilt with Catawba. Fly ball to right. Mitchell camps under it, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, no damage done. Flagler still leads it 4-0.
number 21, Ashton Thomas.
Saints lead at 4-0. Bottom of the third inning. New pitcher for the Panthers is number 13, the right-hander Talman Hubbard. And they've also made a catching change. Enrique Morales replaces Jordan McCray behind the plate. Chase Carney is the batter. He struck out his first time up.
Number 9, Chase Carney.
Line for Charles Jackson. 2 innings pitched. 57 pitches. Allowed 2 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. Walked 5, struck out 3. And he bends one into Carney. 2 balls and a strike. Hubbard's a 6'2", 160-pound senior from Hampton, Virginia. Transfer from Paul D. Camp Community College. Showing bunt, and Carney bunts it foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Lined out to center field, and making a sliding catch is Joyner. 2 gone. Matthew Burke is the batter. He's 0 for 1.
Now batting second baseman, number 3, Matthew Burke.
Hubbard's making his 11th appearance. He started 1 game. He's worked 28 2/3 innings, allowed 35 hits, 36 runs, 30 of them earned. Walked 18, struck out 28, and has an earned run average of 9.42. His record is 0-2. That hit him. Interesting to see a hit batter when the catcher's still able to catch the ball.
Now batting third baseman, number 8, Jaden Ward.
Jaden Ward is the batter. He walked and scored last inning. Fly ball into short center field. Joyner coming on, and he'll make the catch. The Saints leave 1. They still lead it 4-0.
Leading off the Panthers, third baseman, number 15, Gerardrick Dobbs.
Top of the fourth inning. Dobbs, Paul, and Kennard due up to face Henderson, who has not allowed a hit in this game. Saints won the opener 5-4 on a walk-off hit from Adam Mitchell. Dobbs grounded out to third his first time up. Struck him out, caught the inside corner. Dobbs does not agree. And the batter is Edzavia Paul.
Now about a designated hitter, number 3, Xavier Paul.
Checks his swing. Anderson gets it up there in a hurry. It's looked very sharp today. 7 strikeouts. A little grounder to Ward. Great defensive play. Ward made that one look easy. And the batter is Kennard. Kennard grounded out his first time. Here's the 0-2. Just got a piece to stay alive. And another foul ball. No 2 pitch. Struck him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Panthers here in the fourth. Saints still lead it 4-0. Bottom of the fourth, it'll be Drew Annette, Tyler Keith, and Jake Kaufman. So remember, first place UNC Pembroke comes to St. Augustine this weekend. Fouled back, Morales makes the catch. Brings up Tyler Keith, who struck out looking back in the second. Pembroke has already clinched the regular season Peach Belt title. I believe North Georgia has clinched second place. So those two will host games in the Peach Belt Conference. Third place held down at the moment by Young Harris, and fourth place is USC Aiken. But Georgia Southwestern and Georgia College are still in the mix to get into the tournament. Fly ball to left field. Carr makes the catch. Back to the top of the order, and Jake Kaufman, who's been on twice today. He walked to lead off the home half of the first and was caught stealing. Then singled in a run in the second and then came around to score himself. Defensive swing by Kaufman, who was fooled by that pitch. Line drive nearly took the pitcher's head off. And Kaufman is going to try to stretch it into a double, and that was a bad decision. Ends the inning. Saints still lead it 4-0. Top of the fifth inning. Mackenzie Gay, Enrique Morales, and Christian Carr. Gay struck out swinging in the second inning. And this one is going to be into the corner. Adam Mitchell with a strong throw to keep Gay to a single. It is the first hit of the game for the Panthers. And the batter would be Morales.
Batting the catcher, number 25, Enrique Morales.
Morales came in as a defensive replacement for Jordan McCray, who was shaken up, had a wrist issue. Two balls and no strikes. Gets away from Keith, not far enough for Gay to advance. Fastball, and Morales way late. And a walk worked. First two are aboard here in the fifth. Just the third base runner of the game or fourth base runner, excuse me, for Claflin.
Now batting left fielder number 14, Christian Carr.
Christian Carr is the batter. Struck out looking in the third inning. One of 8 strikeouts already for Henderson. Ground ball through the hole, and they're going to just send the runner. The throw is way high. Gay scores. Nice job backing up the play there by Henderson. Hence 4-1.
Now batting right fielder number 23, Eric Sledge.
Brings up Eric Sledge, who walked and stole a base, was stranded at third back in the third inning. Sledge shows bunt, pulls back, takes a strike. Pops this one foul. And now 2 strikes. Going to Sledge. High and outside, ball 1. First jam that Henderson's been in. He retired the Panthers in order in the first and second. Allowed a couple of walks in the third, then set them down in order in the fourth. but has allowed the first 3 batters to reach here. Struck him out. That is 9 Ks for Henderson. And it turns over the lineup. Steve Joyner is the batter. So for 1 with a walk.
Center fielder number 2, Steve Joyner.
Keep an eye on Henderson here. His career high at Flagler is 10 strikeouts. It came last February against Georgia Southwestern. One pitch. That one missed. Count is 3-1. 1 out. 2 on. Batters Joyner. And full count. This one fouled off. And the payoff pitch from Henderson. Joyner spoils another one. Joyner batting .252. Has 7 extra base hits. And when he gets on the bases, he's dangerous. He's 11 for 13 in stolen bases. Sharply hit, could be 2. It's a Burke for 1. And the relay is not in time.
Now batting shortstop number 32, Davion Sumter.
That brings up Davion Sumter, who's 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout. Runner breaks from first, ground ball back to Henderson, and he'll flip to first to end the inning. So the Panthers get their first hits of the game, but fail to push across, or they do score a run, and they cut it to 4-1. Back at Drysdale Field, Saints lead at 4-1. Batter is Donovan Garcia, who has reached twice today. This one popped a mile high into left. It's going to fall in between three defenders. And Garcia has himself another extra base hit. When things are going well, sometimes the ball just finds a spot.
Now batting right fielder number 14.
Garcia adds a double to the triple he had back in the second and a walk in the first. This is Adam Mitchell. It's 0 for 1 with the walk. First pitch swinging, and this is fouled out of play. Fly ball to left field. Tagging and moving up is Garcia. Good base running from the freshman. And the batter's Ashton Thomas, who's 0 for 2.
Now batting designated hitter number 21, Ashton Thomas.
Flagler started the weekend, or this week, in 10th place in the league. And a base hit, and it's going to get under the glove of Carr. That will score Garcia. And Thomas has himself a double. Check that, it's not a base hit, it's an error.
Now batting left fielder number 9, Chase Hardy.
Chase is Chase Carney, 0 for 2. This one pulled just foul. And a strikeout of Carney. 2 gone for Matthew Burke.
Now batting second baseman number 3, Matthew Burke.
Burke didn't play a lot last year, partially because the season was shortened, but he got into 5 games, 3 starts, hit his 200, but really solidified himself this season as the everyday second baseman. Big part of that is his glove. Excellent defender. He's behind here 1-2. Time called. Hitting .258. A .340 on base percentage. 1-2. Ground ball towards short. And he's safe. Sumter took way too long. And it's a hit. Took a while to get to Sumter, but he was kind of slow delivering the throw. Runners at the corners for Jaden Ward. Saints lead at 5-1. Looking for more with 2 outs here in the 5th. Another foul. Ward stays alive. And we'll do it again. Hot shot right at the shortstop. And it's a hit. Another run scores for the Saints. 6-1.
Now batting first baseman number 10, Drew Annette.
Brings up Drew Annette. Walked and scored in the 2nd. And popped out in the 4th. Here's the 1-1. Breaking pitch, stayed upstairs. And the 2-1 hit him, and the bases are full of Saints. Tyler Keith is the batter.
Now batting the catcher, number 18, Tyler Keith.
Keith 0 for 2 today. Fly ball into short center field, and this one's going to fall in. One run is home, a second run scores, and more good fortune for the Saints as Tyler Keith picks up an RBI base hit. It is now 7-1. Saints have scored 4 here in the 5th. This one inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jake Kaufman, who has reached 3 times today. And a strike. Kaufman walked, was caught stealing in the first. Singled in the second to drive in a run and later came around to score. Ground ball to third base should end the inning. And it does, but not before the Saints pick up 4 runs and they lead it 8-1. Top of the 6th inning, it will be Dobbs, Paul, and Kennard. And that hit Dobbs. The leadoff batter is aboard for the Panthers. And it brings up Xavier Paul.
Now batting designated hitter number 3, Xavier Paul.
Paul's 0 for 2. And Anderson pours in a strike to make it 3-1. Ground ball, and that eats up Ward. Garcia, though, is able to field the ball that came off of Ward's glove and throw out the batter. Score at 5-6-3.
Now batting, second baseman number 22, Quentin Kennard.
That brings up Quentin Kennard. Ball is high. Kennard grounded out to second in the second inning and struck out looking in the fourth. The 1-0 pitch, fly ball to right. Mitchell is there. Tagging and moving up to third is Dobbs. 2 gone. The batter is Mackenzie Gay. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored.
Number 34, Mackenzie Gay.
That one goes all the way to the backstop, but it bounces right back to Keith, who dives and makes the play to cut down Dobbs at home plate and end the inning. We head to the home half of the 6th. Flagler up 8-1. ready for the bottom of the 6th. Flagler dominating 8-1. They took the opener today, 5-4 on a walk-off hit from Adam Mitchell. And a new pitcher for the Panthers. It's number 11, the lefty, Xavier Johnson. This is Donovan Garcia. Just foul. Garcia is 2 for 2. The double, a triple, a walk, 2 runs scored, and 2 RBIs. In the opener, he had the single that tied the game with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, and then came in to score the winning run on the Mitchell single. One ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and finally they figure out Garcia. One gone for Adam Mitchell. It was 0 for 2 with a walk.
Right fielder, number 14, Adam Mitchell.
Johnson, the third pitcher of the game for the Panthers. And he bends one in there for a strike. Charles Jackson started for Claflin. Here's the 1-1 outside, ball 2. He went just 2 innings, threw 57 pitches in 2 innings. Gave up 2 hits, 4 runs, walked 5, struck out 3. And then Talman Hubbard relieved him starting in the 3rd inning. And now 3-1. Hubbard went 3 innings, threw 50 pitches, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, but just 1 of them earned. And struck out a batter, did not walk anyone. The 3-1 pitch stays high, and it's a walk for Mitchell. That brings up Ashton Thomas.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 21, Ashton Thomas.
Thomas 0 for 3. Did reach on an error back in the 5th. And came around to score. High and tight. Thomas, a transfer from Georgia Highlands College. 6'3" freshman out of Evans, Georgia. Big cut. Plays off the 1-1. Oh, and somehow cues this one into left field just inside the third base bag. And it's a double for Thomas. Ball scoots away. And Mitchell did not see it in time to score the run. Batter is Chase Carney.
Left fielder number 9, Chase Carney.
Carney 0 for 3. Ground ball towards short, backhanded by Sumter. The throw pulls Gay off the bag. And it'll go as a base hit for Carney. Scores a run. It's now 9-1.
Now batting second baseman number 3, Matthew Burke.
That brings up Matthew Burke, who's 1 for 3 with a single and a run. Johnson steps off the mound for a moment. That one missed low. 2 balls and no strikes. This one ripped to left field. It'll get down. Fair ball. Thomas scores. They're going to wave Carney, and he'll score all the way from first. It is now 11-1.
Third baseman number 8, Jaden Ward.
Ball skirts away from Morales. Now wild pitch. Burke moves up 90 feet. Saints lead at 11-1. Scored 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 4 in the fifth, and 3 so far here in the sixth. Claflin pitching, good for what ails you. So if I understood the mercy rule, if Claflin fails to score in the top of the 7th, the game is over. Ward, the batter, he has walked, singled, scored twice. Two pitch waved at, but the ball skirts away. Throw down is in time, and that is the second out. Another run scores. It's 12-1. And finally, the base paths are clear. Batter is Drew Annette. Walked and scored in the 2nd, popped out in the 4th, and was hit by a pitch, and then stranded in the 5th. One pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 2. That one left upstairs. Full count to Annette. Spoils one. And he struck him out to end the inning, but the Saints put 4 more on the board and lead at 12-1. Saints dominating this one, 12-1. Top of the 7th. Kinsey Gay, Enrique Morales, Christian Carr due up against Henderson. There's a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball. Annette takes it. And there's one gone.
Catcher, number 25, Enrique Morales.
Enrique Morales is the batter. He walked his first plate appearance. Came in as a defensive replacement for Jordan McCray. Balls and no strikes. Now 99 pitches for Henderson. Trying to close this out, and that'd be great for the Saints pitching staff. And the opener, Zach Audette, threw a complete game. 120 pitches, gave up just 2 earned runs, struck out 9. And if Henderson gets through this inning unharmed, the game will be over, and it will be 2 complete games in a sweep of the doubleheader. A 1-out walk to Morales. Second time he's been on today. That brings up Christian Carr.
Now batting, left fielder number 14, Christian Carr.
Saints playing 6 games in 5 days. They'll have tomorrow off before first place Pembroke comes in, and there's a base hit to center. So 2 on now for Eric Sledge.
Now batting, right fielder number 23, Eric Sledge.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Henderson just 1 strikeout short of his career high. It came last February. He's got 9 in the game today. And he struck him out. There it is. Ties his career high. 10 strikeouts in the game.
Center fielder number 2, Steve Joyner.
And the batter will be Steve Joyner. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. This one outside, ball 1. This one skips away. And the runners both move up. Here's the 2-0. That's inside. 3 balls and no strikes. And you lost him. So the bases are loaded.
The shortstop, number 32, Davion Sumter.
That brings up Sumter, who's 0 for 3. Panthers need to plate 2 to keep the game going. And 14 pitches now for Henderson. That's inside. Fouled back. That might have been ball 3. Instead of 2-1 count. Ground ball. Garcia knocks it down. It's a base hit and an RBI. That makes it 12-2.
Now batting, third baseman, number 15, Gerard Dobbs.
Gerardrick Dobbs is the batter, and Coach Barnett heads out to the mound. I think we may get a reliever for what could be the last out of the game. We'll tell you about it when we return. 12-2, top of the seventh, 2 outs. They bring in Noah Allen, who has not allowed an earned run this year, making his 7th appearance. He's thrown 5 innings, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk. He's struck out 5 and has an 0-0 record. Side armor. Final line on Henderson, 6 2/3 innings pitched, 118 pitches, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, they were earned. Walked 5, struck out 10, a career high, a tie for his career high. And again, this is Gerardrick Dobbs. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Now 2-0. There is a strike. Fouled off at the plate. Dobbs goes down to 1 knee. Coach Randall wants to make sure he's okay and maybe talk a little strategy. I think it's more of a welfare check here on Dobbs. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sharply hit foul. Allen trying to close this one out. Popped up, this should do it. Warden makes the catch, and the Saints win it 12-2 behind a masterful pitching performance from Nathan Henderson, who struck out 10. Flagler sweeps Claflin. The losing pitcher was the starter, Charles Jackson, as Flagler improves to 12-20 overall, 11-15 in the conference. They'll take tomorrow off, and then a big home series against first place Pembroke starting on Saturday at 1. For John Jordan producing today, I'm Dave Wenda. Thanks for joining us. Flagler picks up the sweep.